Hey everyone. So let's talk about the secret language we all speak, but probably never think about. It's not grammar, it's not vocabulary in the traditional sense. It's something else. It's a code we use every single day to connect, to persuade, and really to get anything done. So what is this code? Let's dive in and crack it.
Think about it for a second. We all spend so much time on the tough stuff, right? Verb conjugation, sentence diagrams, all that grammar. But what if the real secret to fluency, to actually sounding like a native speaker and connecting with people, what if it isn't in some dusty old textbook? What if it's way, way simpler than that?
It is. The secret is just a list of phrases. Yeah, seriously. It's hidden in plain sight. It's in all those little pre-made phrases we throw around every single day without even thinking about it. These are the real building blocks of conversation. I like to think of them as conversational Legos. It makes sense, right? They're these prefabricated little pieces that we just snap together on the fly, and with them we can build literally anything, from a simple "how are you" to a really complex, emotional argument. They're basically conversational shortcuts that let us get our point across super, super fast. All right, so let's actually see how these Legos work in the real world. Every single conversation has to start somewhere, and it's usually with a really simple, kind of low-stakes opening move. It's like you're just testing the waters. And here are some classic examples. Each one of these has a totally different job, right? Do you come here often? That's the classic, almost cheesy icebreaker. How's your day going so far? Is a much softer, gentler check-in. And then you have something like, may I ask you a question? Which is this super polite way of signaling, hey, I need something from you. These are the very first Lego pieces you snap into place to start building a conversation. Okay, so once you've started the conversation, you need a different set of tools. You need phrases to manage the interaction itself. This is where we get down to business, asking for help, giving updates, and basically steering the conversation where it needs to go. And you can really see the nuance here. Look at these two ways to ask for help. On one hand, you've got, can you assist me? It's direct, clear, no nonsense. But then, look at the other one. May I ask you a question? It's so much more indirect. It's a softer approach, and it actually gives the other person an easy way to say no without feeling awkward. See? Just choosing a different Lego piece completely changes the whole social vibe. And man, the range of our conversational toolkit is just huge. We have these little Lego pieces for just about everything. Stating a need? I need to do some grocery shopping. Giving a quick update? I'm on my way. Simple. Seeking a little clarity? Are you sure about that? Or if you need to, you can even take control with something really forceful like, listen to me. And sometimes the most important job these Legos have is to build a wall. Think about this phrase. It's none of your business. Wow. It's an incredibly powerful tool for setting a hard boundary. It instantly tells someone they've crossed a line. It's short, it's sharp, and there is absolutely no way to misunderstand it. But it's not all about just managing logistics or setting boundaries. These Legos have a much deeper purpose. They help us navigate the tricky world of human emotion. Because let's be real, conversations are rarely just about exchanging information. They're about feelings, they're about conflict, they're about support, and this is where this conversational code gets really interesting. Just look at this. It's like a 5-act drama, and you can tell the entire story using just these phrases. It kicks off with an accusation. You made a big mistake. Then comes the defense. Don't make excuses. Things escalate to a threat. Get out before I call the cops. But then there's a shift, an attempt to cool things down. Will you calm down a little bit? And it can even wrap up with a little encouragement. Keep your chin up. Every single line is a specific Lego piece, building this incredibly powerful emotional scene. And on a more personal level, these phrases are how we share what's going on inside. Saying I'm feeling tired isn't just a statement of fact, it's a little moment of vulnerability. Noticing you seem to be nervous shows that you're actually present and paying attention to someone else. And phrases like, I'm glad you enjoyed it, or don't be sad anymore. Those are the absolute core building blocks of empathy and human connection. And maybe one of the most powerful Legos of all is the one we use to build other people up. Believe in yourself. It's just 2 words, but they can completely change the course of someone's day, maybe even their life. It's not just a phrase, right? It's a little package of support, delivered quickly and effectively when it's needed most.
Okay, so we've looked at all of these different pieces, right? From the simplest hello to these really complex emotional back and forths. So, what does it all mean? What's the big takeaway here? Why does understanding this whole conversational code even matter?
Well, because this code is it's incredibly powerful. These phrases are like social cheat codes. They let us build rapport and handle tricky social situations with incredible speed and efficiency. They're the tools we use to express our shared humanity, our needs, our feelings, our support for each other. And honestly, if you're learning a language, this stuff is gold. Mastering these phrases isn't just about learning words, it's the absolute fastest shortcut to sounding natural.
And that's really what it all comes down to. These conversational Legos, they're so much more than just random strings of words we've memorized. They are the invisible architecture of how we connect with each other. They're the very framework we use to build every single relationship in our lives.
So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. What's your go-to phrase? The one you find yourself using all the time without even realizing it? And more importantly, what does that little piece of your own conversational code reveal about how you connect with the world around you? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.